It's got to be nice to have your system in place now. Being here for 3 years, and I guess this being your third year, guys really know what they're expecting to do.
I think so. Defensive-wise, I think we figured some things out last year. Had 8 starters, that are gone from last year's defense, but it looks like our defense is right now ahead of the game compared to our offense. Offense is, I think, better right now than we were last year, just because it's the same stuff for third year in a row. And so I think you're right. Everything from the off season to weights to just what we do. Kids know how we do things now, so there's no second guessing or questioning what's going on.
Last year was such a strong defensive team. Will we see a shift in that to the offense being stronger?
Well, I'd like it to be as strong and the offense being better. That would be ideal world. Our offense is going to have to do more this year. We're going to have to. It's going to be an awful young defense or an experienced defense. We got some good players back. We got 3 back, and they're all 3 dandy ones. But until we get some game time up underneath us, our offense needs to take care of the ball, put some points on the board.
You got fortunate to have a senior quarterback that I believe has started for at least part of the last 2 years.
He full-time started last year and then got to play in every game as a sophomore, so that helps out, and that it's not his first rodeo. He's been there before.
Tell me about the rest of the conference and the shift in the alignment to the districts.
Our conference, we only play 6 teams in the conference. We're a 10-team conference. We only play 6 of them. We only play 1 city school, so it's really a different type of schedule for Kickapoo this year. We play 4 COC schools in the districts, with Branson and Neosho being new schools to us. You got the other schools we've played before, so that will it'll be different for us. Again, none of these we know a whole lot about. They don't know a whole lot about us, so it's different. A 5-team district, we've now used to that, so that shouldn't play a factor in anything, and they're just excuses anyway. We got to go out and play, and our first ball game is at Waynesville, and our first district game is at Neosho.
You talked about the defensive line being a strength, and that's not something that you often hear at this point in the season, but how much of a difference can that make overall? Well,
you need to have a strength. I've been on teams that don't have any strengths, so and I think that we can go deep on the defensive line right now. That can change all in a second, but right now we feel like that's probably the strength of it. We got good linebackers, but only one of them's got a lot of experience coming back. think we got good secondary, just only one of them's got a lot of time coming back. Offensively, we got skilled kids that can play. We just got to get them the ball, and they got to make plays.
And after a couple of lean years there, you got a taste of winning last year, and how excited are the guys to come back and maybe build on that?
Well, we've talked about that. Our motto is, how will we respond? We left it on the field last year. We lost the last ball game of the year, which kept us out of the playoffs. Playoffs were in our hands, and we didn't follow through on it. So how are we going to respond to it? There'll be negative things that'll happen this year. There'll be adversity that happens in every practice, every game. How do we respond? Do we get down on ourselves, or do we have someone that'll step up and pick someone up by the bootstraps and get them in line and make plays? We can't sit around and feel sorry for ourselves. Too short of a season.